podcast. I got an exciting guest on the show. His name is Kyle Rogers. And
Hey guys.
this is going to be super cool because Kyle is doing some crazy, awesome things with Facebook right now. And I'm not talking about Facebook ads to get motivated sellers. He's got a bot, and I'm going to be talking to him about this. He contacted me, or no, you know what? It was one of your students who was, I saw her post something in a Facebook group. I contacted her. She responded back. We got on the phone. And then she put me in touch with you, and we started talking. And you got something really cool going on with this Facebook bot that helps get motivated seller leads. And so I said, hey, listen, let's test this on one of my coaching clients right now who's in Nebraska. And I said, let's see if this really works. I was a little skeptical. And his name is Sean. And I just got a message from Sean on Voxer. I'll prove it to you. There it is. Okay, anyway. So I said, hey, how's it going? How long ago did you start working with Sean, Kyle?
It's only been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I think you first started talking 3 weeks ago. Took about a week to get things set up and going. Just messaged him literally at 9:58 this morning. He's got 25 leads. Now, a lead for Sean, because he does a lot of deals, a lead is somebody that says, yeah, I want to sell my house. All 25 of these leads are properties that need a lot of work. These are all rehab, fix and flip properties, or properties that need a lot of work, which means you can get them at discounts. And he's got one under contract already, and he's getting another one under contract in the next 1 to 2 days. The seller's already agreed to the price. So 2 contracts, I'm counting that as a contract. 2 contracts, 25 leads of sellers that say, yeah, I got a house, or I know of a house. So he's working those leads. I think he told me he goes on all 25 of those leads have become appointments. So he's either gone to the house or he's going to the house. He's got 2 properties under contract. So man, Kyle, I'm convinced that this is pretty cool. And I asked Kyle to be on the podcast here and talk about what he's doing. So Kyle, welcome to the show. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm doing awesome. And that's great news to hear that he's working on a second. I mean, that's fantastic. I love, that's my passion, is getting people these results. And that's, that gets me amped up. And I really appreciate you having me on. You're doing amazing things too. So thanks, Joe.
Now, let me just give you guys, this is pretty cool. And it's limited to only certain people in certain markets. Okay. So if you're interested in signing up and being one of the first people to get into this, I'm going to give you a link right now, and you need to go there and sign up. joemccall.com/bot. joemccall.com/bot, B-O-T. Because this is going to go crazy, and it's going to fill up fast, because you can only help a certain number of people, maybe 1 or 2, depending on the market size within a particular market. So once it's gone, it's gone. Right. So Kyle, can you talk about what this bot is and what does it do?
Yeah, absolutely. So essentially what bots do is it taps into organic Facebook marketing. So rather than spending a fortune on Facebook ads on this long campaign where you got to, draw it out and then do retargeting and this and that, this is just like getting right to the source. Facebook ads, what they pull a lot of data from groups, Facebook groups anyways. That's how some of their targeting works. So it's like a loophole. You can actually bypass the paid ads and get right to the source, right to the Facebook groups and posting them. And a lot of them, the rules are pretty straightforward. Just don't spam the group. Don't be posting ads that look promotional or anything like that, and just be real with people. And that's all you got to do. And you can get your name out there to literally hundreds of thousands of people. On each campaign, we get anywhere from 300,000 views to 400,000 views per month on our ads. And I don't even really want to call them ads, because they're just posts. They're just posts within Facebook groups. They tend to get a ton of engagement, way more than just running a standard ad, because people don't see it as a sponsored post. They're seeing it as in their newsfeed as somebody within their network that they're connected with. So it's a lot hotter, and you get a lot better engagement much quicker. And it's something that I came across because I took a course a few years ago from somebody in Portland. I'm not going to say who it was, but he does about $2 million a year worth of deals. So he's like the biggest guy around. And I went through his course, spent a bunch of money, and really all I learned was driving for dollars, bandit signs, and direct mail. That was the main things that he taught. But I learned a lot of that stuff already on YouTube. But I'm like, okay, well, this guy's big. He knows what he's doing. So I'm going to do these methods. But for me, somebody just starting out that didn't have any money to invest in direct mail, it was a tough way to go about it. And this guy, he's doing so much volume over in Portland that these people are getting stacks, like thick stacks of mail. So I found a mentor and a partner, and I became an acquisitions manager for him, and he was giving me a draw on how much I was making, and then he was just paying me weekly. But then it was coming out of my commission. Well, long story short, we ended up spending about $40,000 on direct mail. Didn't get a single deal from that campaign in a stretch of about 6 months, and I was negative. So I'm like, I got to figure out something quick. I'm like, I've always had a passion for online advertising and getting deals online and networking. So, and that's how I found my partner. I'm like, I'm just going to take this online. And I found with Facebook ads and Google ads, they're expensive these days, right? And I'm sure Joe knows really well because he does paid ads, and they get expensive fast. So the cool thing with bots is you can tap into as many impressions as you would a very, very expensive campaign for a fraction of the cost. And that's what makes it so effective. I wanted to automate it with the bot because at first I was doing it manually and it was time consuming. That being said, I got immediate results. I started posting in groups manually, joining groups, and just posting saying, hey, I'm looking for a fixer. Anybody selling? Just something simple like that, non-spammy, just like a house hunter. And I was just getting like responses. Some posts I would get anywhere from 20 to 30 hits on a good group, on a single post. So I was getting stuff coming in, but it took a very long time to manage the campaigns manually. I was doing about 12-hour days, 7 days a week, very tedious work going in and doing a post and then waiting an hour and doing another post and then waiting an hour and doing another post because you can't spam, you can't post with a lot of speed. Facebook will get you. So that's what's nice about the bot is it stays compliant with what they allow and keeps you right at that speed limit. So it's maximizing how many posts. But the main features is it automatically joins groups, automatically posts in groups, and automatically comments on its own posts.
All right. That's pretty crazy. Now I was just on Facebook now sharing this video out to a bunch of groups that I'm in. This is super important. This isn't spammy bots that's like posting spam and sending links. You're not even posting links to go to websites. You're just posting simple, generic little posts. What is an example of what one of those posts will say?
I'm looking for a fixer-upper in the area. I'm willing to pay cash and close quickly. Is anybody selling?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yep.
And you're posting different variations of that, right?
Yep. All kinds of different variations.
All kinds of different, but you're not like sending people to a link or a website to go to where they fill out their information. You're just like, it looks like a simple personal.
Like somebody hunting for a house.
Yeah. And then people either comment down below or send you a message. And then the bot also does a auto reply to them, right? Maybe asking us some simple follow-up questions. What are some of the follow-up questions that the bot asks them?
Now, I want to be clear about this part so that you guys have a clear understanding of what the bot can and cannot do at this point.
Yes.
Okay. So Facebook has within their API, you got to stay compliant. Otherwise, they look at you as a hacking tool and they don't allow you to do certain things. And one of those things is to anybody that comments on your post, the bot cannot go and send a direct message to each person, and it cannot send a reply to each person. Because that's a good way to get flagged or end up in Facebook jail where you can't post in other people's groups for, anywhere from 3 days to up to a week or two. Yeah. So what the bot does instead is it will drop one or two. I mean, you have control to do it a bunch of times, drop the same reply, but we tell you not to. Just do one or two replies within the comments with the link. And then that link that we drop takes them to a messenger bot and the ClickFunnels landing page. But
so it takes them to a messenger bot and a ClickFunnels page. What is a messenger bot? Maybe can you explain that?
So a messenger bot is something like ManyChat or ChatFuel. A lot of people get these mixed up with BotFox, and they think BotFox is a messenger bot, which it is not. Completely separate thing. Yeah. A messenger bot it goes on your business page, and if somebody reaches out and sends a message to your business page, it has automated responses based off of keywords or however you program it. It's just an autoresponder. It's essentially all it is. So what we'll do, we'll use BotFox to join and post in the groups. People will say that they're interested. Then we'll drop the link to the messenger bot. And it'll say something like, hey, I would like to come out and see some property here in the next couple weeks. Send your info here. And then it's a Facebook link. So it's compliant. It's a messenger link. They click on it. And then it takes them over to the messenger bot. And the messenger bot says, just ask them if their house is listed or if it's not listed. And then just ask them certain questions about the property, like how much do they want for it? How much work does it need done? Stuff like that. Or they can just click the button within the messenger bot that says visit website. And then it takes them to the ClickFunnels landing page, which also collects their information.
Yeah. Okay. So the landing page, what kind of information is it asking them on that landing page?
So it's asking them for their email, their name, their phone number, their address, the asking price, and that's essentially it.
Okay, good.
Very basic.
The whole goal is to do what? To try to close them without ever talking to them, or is the goal just to get a phone number so you can call them?
That's exactly it. Getting that phone number. That's priority number one. Get them on the phone. Don't spend time going back and forth in email or back and forth in Messenger. Get them onto the phone as fast as possible so you can go out and see the property. That's key. The clients that are the most aggressive do the best. Let me give you an example. The clients that do not rely on the bot to automatically comment back, and instead they're aggressive and they send a private message to each person that said that they're interested in selling, that's how you get the results.
Okay. Maybe you can explain that again and dive a little deeper into that. Like,
okay.
We're not trying to send them to a website. We're not trying to get them to give us a price on the phone or to answer 20 questions about the house before we ever talk to them.
Exactly.
Maybe emphasize or repeat again the process that lead goes through.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, the goal is to get them on the phone as quickly as possible and to skip all the rest. So what we do is first it joins the groups, and the types of groups that we like to join are not real estate groups, which might be surprising to you. All you're going to find is agents in those groups, right? So the groups we like to focus on are yard sale groups, garage sale groups, Craigslist group, marketplace type groups, because those are groups where people are trying to sell their things from within their house. Why? Maybe they're moving or maybe they need cash, so that's a good place to find them. So we'll do a post, hey, I'm looking for a property, anybody selling? And then we just ask a question because we want people to reply. The biggest thing that you can, or the most powerful tool that you have is engagement inside a group, because each time somebody comments, the post jumps to the top. Right. Yeah. And it gets more airtime that way. And then you start to get a bandwagon effect. The more people see that it's getting comments, the more people will begin to comment just because other people are. So you get good things from both angles from that. And then the best thing to do from there is to send a direct message to each one of them and just ask them a question about their property to open up that communication. Because guess what? Most people have Messenger on their cell phones these days. It's as good as a text, or maybe even better. You're just texting them directly, and then you can get them on the phone after that.
Does the bot send some of those initial? Explain again. The bot sends a reply to their comment.
It comments back within the comments.
Within the comments.
Correct.
But it's throttled a little bit, right? It's not like it bombards everybody all at once.
Yes, and Facebook doesn't allow that. So that's everybody will get a notification that you commented back, right? So everybody gets that notification that they can go and they can see what you posted and click on the link, but it's not as effective as sending a private message to each one of them. It might sound tedious because you can't see the back office of BotFox, but if you could, it would make sense because BotFox keeps all this organized. So it keeps all of your responses and your comments in one place. Makes it very easy to track it all.
Okay, nice. And so then I forgot my question. They respond back. How do you get them on a messenger bot like ManyChat or something like that? How do you get them on that?
So once people are saying I'm interested and commenting on the post, the very next day after we've had a chance to get engagement, the bot comments back and says, I would like to come out and see some property within the next couple weeks. Please send your info here, or please message me here. And then it has the messenger bot link.
And then that is sent to them in Messenger, right? Facebook Messenger.
No, it's as a comment.
Okay. So let me rewind a little bit, because this may be confusing. It's confusing to me at first when I heard it. So they comment back, yeah, I'm interested, or I got a house for you, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You direct message them from the bot actually directs message them, right?
No. So that's what I was trying to explain. That part's done manually. That's a manual piece.
That has to be done manually.
Because Facebook doesn't allow it.
Okay,
they don't allow you to respond to each person. That's why it just drops a link once or twice within the comments.
Okay.
That's how we stay.
So you still have to direct message that person who commented.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. But then the bot the next day adds another reply comment to that original.
Jumps your post to the top and then gives them a place to click.
Okay. And then that link takes them where? Where does that link take them?
Then it takes them to the messenger bot, which asks them, thanks for reaching out about the property. Is your property listed or is it not listed? They say not listed. It tells them pretty much, not much we can do there.
The cool thing about that bot too is that it's just like a click one or two buttons, right? They don't have to type it in, just click the button.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. So then there's a series of questions that you communicate with them in the bot.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the goal is to get their phone number as soon as possible so you can call them, right?
Yep. And my most successful campaigns, I just had a phone call with a guy yesterday. He ended up getting a 4-unit and then 2 other single families that ended up being about $44,000 worth of assignment fees. And he's going to do a video testimonial for us. It's so exciting. This is just within his first month, within his first 30 days. And people get results like that because they're aggressive. They're not relying on the messenger bot. I think messenger bots are cool and the idea is cool and they're very popular right now. But people lean on them too much. You got to be aggressive. We're in a sales game.
Aggressive in the terms of not spamming them, but like getting on top of it right away and messaging them and trying to get their phone number so you can talk to them.
That's right. That's right. Putting that personal touch and sending a private message to each person. If I could automate that part of it, that would be amazing, but Facebook would never allow it. But this is still super effective. And BotFox keeps it organized so it's easy for you to send those messages.
Okay, cool. Sometimes though you can't get their phone number, so the bot helps kind of follow up with them over time, right?
Correct. Yes, and you could call them right there on Facebook. I've had clients do that to where they couldn't get a hold of them, so they just call them right there on Facebook and get a hold of them.
Or you could even do a little personal video, couldn't you? Couldn't you record a little video of you giving them a message inside of Facebook Messenger?
Yep, absolutely. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. In fact, BotFox also allows you to not only automatically post text, but you can automatically post images or videos. So let's say you're looking for buyers, right? You have a house under contract and you want to post a video walkthrough to all these different groups. Maybe you did a Facebook Live and you want to repost that all over. Then BotFox allows you to automate that part of it too.
Good. So what are some best practices we've got 5 minutes left. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Which we may have to do a part 2 of this. Because guys, this is actually really new. I mean, Kyle only created this thing recently and it's just starting to just get out there and spread. We're not talking about Facebook ads. This is really, really simple and more effective than Facebook ads. This thing will join groups. We're talking about buy, sell, trade groups or garage sale groups. And every city has at least 3 or 4 of them. And sometimes if you go out further outside of your metropolitan area, you'll see there's a bunch of groups there. It posts really simple messages that aren't spammy, that aren't sending them to websites. Hey, I'm looking for property. If you have any, let me know. They comment down below, then you message them back. Then it'll create different posts for you and post what's good best practice for how often it posts into that group, Kyle?
Yeah, so generally we don't want to post in the same group more than twice a week. Like sometimes we only do the same group once a week. On rare occasions, if it's a super busy group, we'll do 3 times a week. But what we're doing is we're posting in a bunch of different groups, because there's actually dozens of marketplace groups in each market.
Yeah.
Some markets have hundreds, and all of these have like 5,000 members. Some of them have 10,000 members. Some of them have 25,000.
There's really that many?
Oh yeah, yeah. If you look right now, Portland has one like towards 70,000 members in it, a marketplace group.
And one thing you got to remember too, not all 70,000 people are looking at that every day, right? They may only go there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They may only go there once a month or once a week, right? And so by posting regularly in there, you're going to catch some people sometime, and you're going to catch people another time. So it's important to post regularly and mix it up.
Correct. But we're doing anywhere between whatever Facebook allows on your account, because it's not hard and fast, the rules, the speed limits that they set, but it's generally between 11 groups or 13 groups per day that the bot will post in for you. And it spreads it out all day so that you don't get in trouble. I
love this. All right. I love this. And again, guys, I know people that are doing Facebook ads are doing really, really well, but at the cost per lead, this is way better. And you can do this in multiple markets too, right? Like you don't have to do it in just your city, your area.
That's the coolest part. I have people that do virtual wholesaling all the time. I have people will find a deal outside of their market, and they'll go and find the buyer using the bot too. So they're doing both ends of the deal using the bot. They find the property with the bot. They find the buyer with the bot.
Did you hear that, guys? Find the property seller with the bot and find a buyer for the property with the bot in the same groups.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I know where people are typing in questions here, because we're doing this live on Facebook and YouTube. What kind of groups are you posting in? Again, buy, sell, trade groups, garage sale groups. Every kind of community has those groups that sell things,
We specifically stay away from real estate groups.
You stay away from real estate groups. Good. All right. Because of a lot of realtors are there.
Yep.
Okay, my comments thing is not working here, so I don't see any other comments from YouTube, and my Facebook comments aren't updating here. Somebody was probably wondering, like, well, how is this compliant? How does Facebook allow this? And am I going to get in trouble? Is Facebook going to ban me? Is this an approved Facebook bot or whatever? What do you say to that?
Yes, absolutely. We have an app ID. We're on the Facebook app market, and we stay compliant. Now a lot of people they ask this question because they hear about how Facebook is cracking down on fake accounts and bot accounts. But what they're talking about is something different. You see a lot of you'll see a lot of accounts from like India or the Philippines, to where they're just they're just flooding groups, right? And they're just spamming a bunch at once. So that's what they crack down on. Then that's what they don't allow. But what BotFox is just a scheduling app. That's all it is. It's the simplest form. It's all it is just a scheduling app to where you schedule your posts, you schedule what groups you're going to join, and it helps save you time. That's all it is. It's not like it's blasting all groups at once, and and we stay within those speed limits. In fact, BotFox helps you stay out of trouble. If you guys go and do this manually, and I always, whenever I do a live or anything like this, and I tell people about this, I give a word of warning, because people get excited and they'll go and just try to do it, and they'll just mass posts within an hour, and they'll post in like 10 different groups in an hour. You might get locked up for that. Don't do that, guys. You got to spread these out. You have to do like 45 minutes to an hour in between each post, and that's what BotFox helps you do, is just stay within those speed limits. And the done for you. You don't even have to worry about it. We guarantee that we're going to keep you, out of Facebook jail. And if you're doing do it yourself, our course teaches you how to do all this.
Okay, cool. So when they go to joemccall.com/bot, there's going to be some information there on. You have a course on how to do it themselves if they want to, and you offer a done for you service like what we did for Sean. Yep. That you will do this for them and manage it for them. You'll even build these back office like squeeze pages and autoresponder follow-ups and things like that, right?
Correct. Yep.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I wish we had more time, Kyle. I think maybe what we should do is schedule another podcast. We'll do a part 2. talk about this because this is really, really important, guys. I mean, I was talking to Sean. Sean is a super cool guy. He's been in the business a long time. He doesn't get excited easily, but he's excited about this. And he's this is crazy. He's getting 25 leads in 2 weeks, 2 contracts. And he's a fix and flipper. So he loves to have properties that need a lot of work, and people are giving him leads, and the cost per lead, pennies compared to doing direct mail or any of this other crazy stuff. There are millions of people every day, every second are on Facebook. They're going to these groups. They're seeing what's available for sale. They see a post, yeah, I know somebody who has a vacant house that's trash that needs fixing up. Let me tell this guy about it. So cool. We got to go. Guys, we'll do a part 2. Go to joemccall.com/bot, joemccall.com/bot to see what Kyle has available. Real quick question. How many people can you have in one market, a normal size market, Kyle?
So it's between 2 and 3, depending on the side of the market. And then we cap it off because we don't want, people crossing over, and we want these groups to maintain good. But I mean, that being said, it's far from being tapped out. This thing is going to be blown up for forever. I mean, it's always going to be good, better than ads.
You can do this for other types of businesses too, not just for houses.
Right? Oh, that's the exciting part. Yeah.
Oh, we got to talk about that another time.
Okay. Okay.
I have a coaching call that I'm 1 minute late for. Thank you, Kyle. I'll message you later, and we'll schedule another time to do part 2 and dive into more details about this. I'm excited about this. I think this is really cool. You go to joemccall.com/bot and see what Kyle is doing there. We'll see you guys. Thanks again,
Awesome.
Kyle.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.